What's that TikTok? This is a stupid example, but that TikTok trend where they'll be like 1, 2, 3 and just say a random word, and some people land on that word together.
Yeah, it's like random.
Can we try that right now?
Okay.
Hold on. Like close your eyes so we don't get like any inspiration from things around us.
1 word or 2 word or any word?
Just one word, and we're gonna do it a few times. And just like so, it keeps getting more random. Like, cause like once you get the first word out of it, because you probably have a word even though you don't want to.
Yeah.
So you're gonna spit it out, and then we'll have to do it fast. Okay. So I'll be the timer. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Cherry.
Book. 1, 2, 3. Hat.
Candy.
1, 2, 3.
Love.
Beach. 1, 2, 3. Yellow.
C.
1, 2, 3.
Purple.
Hair.
We suck at this shit.
Maybe we have to look at each other. Hold on, we're gonna start again, okay? Like, look at me.
Okay.
Look at me. Don't break this eye contact. We can do this, okay? 1, 2, 3. Cat. 1, 2, 3.
Dog.
Hat. 1, 2, 3.
Cat.
Beach. You said cat. You can't recycle my words. You fucker. I said the same word like 4 times, I swear. Okay, hold on. I believe in us.
I don't.
I dead ass believe in us. Chill out. Okay, ready? Why do you laugh like that? Why do you laugh like that? It's impossible not to laugh when you're laughing like that.
You're making me cry now.
Dude, she has the funniest, like, silent... Like, you would think she's not... I swear to God, if people watch these, like, I guess there's not, like, a camera on her specifically, so sometimes you might think it's just me laughing. No, I swear she's laughing. Like, she just doesn't laugh when she laughs. She has this silent, like... And the only person it affects is the person in front of her. She's like... Like, for, like, an hour. Dude, like, I can't... You got pulled back. Welcome back to Muscle Mommies. This is Audev.
This is Nona.
And we're happy that you guys are here. Today's episode, for episode 27, is we are going to partake in the trend of, like, phases we wish we skipped in the gym. Wait, what is it called, actually? I could cut this part out. It's like, phases I recommend you skip in the gym. So we're just going to trail through things that we, like, did that we regret doing, or mistakes that we made, and things of that sort. You want to, like, make a list first before we go into it? Or should we just knock it out?
Knock it out.
Okay, that's it. You want to go first?
Okay. One phase is overtraining and undereating.
And paired together. Why does that happen? I did that too. Like, I went through a phase where I overtrained, bad. Went through a phase where I underate, bad. Went through a phase where I did it together. Like, just literally killed my body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, you're just... Sorry, this is my dishwasher.
Wait, I was like, what is that?
It's
Yeah.
a gurgle. It's like, when you do that together, you're literally just stopped.
I don't think it'll pick up, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think it will.
Okay. You're literally just, like, stopped in the middle. Like, you're not gonna go forward or go backward. You're just, like, there.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Like, if anyone can relate, I feel like I did those things because I wanted to see results fast. Or not fast, like, I was just like, I want to see, like, results right now. Like, I was excited about making progress in the gym, and those things will like, set you back. It's like doing the opposite of what you're trying to do. Like, if you're overtraining, and I mean, like, literally, like, overtraining, and your body's not resting to recover and build the muscle that you're trying to build, you're screwed. Like, you're not gonna get as far as you would as someone who's lifting 5 times a week and resting twice a week, you know, like lifting 4 times a week and resting 3 times a week. And under eating, at least for women, I know that it's really common to think that the physique that we desire requires less food, because they never tell women to eat more. Like, society never does, right? Like, it's like, if you want to look like the person on the magazine, if you want to look like a model, if you want to look like toned and fit, and that requires less food. It requires more salads. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that image that comes to mind. Like, that's what we were told when we were younger. So it's so easy, especially as, like, a woman who gets into lifting, to think that good physique equals eating less. Mm-hmm. At least that's what I thought, because that's what was common. So then I overtrained, so I could see results faster. Like, that is, now I know how counterintuitive that is. Like, I need my recovery, I need my rest, and I need my food. Like, if you are heavy lifting, weightlifting, like, your body is gonna respond best to like a high protein, high carb, like lots of foods, lots of variety. Like your body's gonna show you results way quicker that way.
Way quicker.
Yeah.
You're gonna hardly see results if you combine overtraining with undereating.
Yeah.
Hardly, or if not any. Like you probably won't even find any results.
Yeah, you're definitely, and if you do in the beginning see results, it's only because like you went from never training to training, and that like new stress and something that's so foreign on your body will show you some kind of results, but you don't understand like how much greater your results would be if you did it the proper way. Like you're probably like exponentially slower, you know, like you'll see like yourself get a little bit stronger. You're like, it's working, but it's not, because if you did things correctly, you would have been like 3 times as stronger. You get what I'm saying?
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. Like my best physique when I was eating way more than I've ever used to. But
I agree.
It wasn't eating shit. Like I was eating like clean, you know, but I was like nourishing my body.
Yeah.
Like I was, in some sense, I was kind of force feeding myself too, because I was so unused to eating like that much food. But I was like at the peak of my physique.
Yeah. And I think honestly sometimes that decision is worth it. Like if you know you're under eating, it is force feeding. Like I feel that, but it's a little bit of a discipline. Like it hurts, and it hurts. It sucks to like force feed. It's like literally like the worst feeling, but you know your body needs it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And your body's gonna like respond so well, so instantly. Also, like when you eat food like that, right, like besides like the physical benefits of like results and like I don't know, like gaining muscle mass, etc., like do you, at least for me, like I went from like headaches and low energy because I was under eating and overtraining to like when I'm eating properly and resting properly to like never tired, never headaches, you know. And I feel like a lot of times we don't realize how often our headaches, our low energy levels are coming from the fact that we're not eating enough food as adults who are training.
Literally.
Right?
I feel like it's so important, like whenever you feel a little bit off, like look at yourself, be like, am I eating enough? Am I drinking enough water? What am I lacking? Am I sleeping enough? It's like the 3 basic pillars of your health. Working out. I mean 4. Working out, food, water, rest.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing that I recommend, a phase I recommend skipping, is prioritizing your food, your training over your rest, like your sleep. Like I'm willing to, like, I don't know if there's like a study on this, but I'm willing to bet like some kind of money on this, that eventually, like if we expand our studies, which we should, that sleep is probably has a bigger factor on whether or not you see progress physically, like with your physical and mental health, than almost like, if not the same level as your food and your like training. You know what I mean? Like I think training is last. I think training is last. Like it's like food, sleep equal, and then training. And I used to think like I'm eating well, right? I'm training hard as hell, but it's okay if I sleep for like 6 hours. It's okay if I sleep for like 5 hours. Like obviously I wouldn't do it on purpose, but like it happens sometimes, especially when I was in college. So that's so dumb. It's so dumb. Sleep is so crucial to your health. It's insane, actually.
To your muscle growth?
Yes.
All of it.
Yeah. And I never prioritized that. I thought it was no big deal. Like I thought I was young and I could just, and I am young, but like I thought I could just get away with like hardly sleeping if I wanted to, which is stupid. And there's people who be like, I could survive off 5 or 6 hours of sleep. They say like, oh, like I've done it my entire life and I can. I think there's like literally there's research that shows that like the smallest percentage ever of people can actually survive on that kind of sleep. And I hear it so often, it's like, that's not true. Like it's so unlikely that you could survive off like 5 to 6 hours of sleep, because of the probability of it being like you being one of those people is like, just don't even test it. Like just go for your 8 hours, like
literally,
and your mind and your body will thank you.
Yeah, you're gonna have a clear mind too, you know.
Yeah.
And like you won't find the need for like naps in the middle of the day, or like I don't know, other things that can like keep you up.
Yeah. Another phase that I think I would recommend skipping if I could go back. Like I didn't do this, but like if I could go back and like talk to my friends and stuff about it, I would let them know this as well. If you have energy to go to the gym, you don't have to take pre.
Yeah.
Like don't get on the pre grind just because the pre is pre and it's fun. I get it. It tastes good. It's also like part of the process. It's like a little routine. It's not worth it, because if you are gonna build a caffeine dependency when you don't need it, it's so pointless.
Another phase that I would recommend skipping would be like not drinking enough water.
Yeah.
Like, I know that me personally, I don't like drinking water when I work out, but I am gobbling water down after my workout. I think it's so important to like drink and stay hydrated when you work out. You're sweating all that water off, so you gotta like replace it.
Yeah, and I get massive headaches. I think that's common. Like, if you're experiencing a lot of headaches, it could be because you're dehydrated. So like the key to headaches, if you haven't thought about it, is hydration. Another phase that I recommend skipping is when I first started lifting. I was like afraid of training my upper body, I think, a little bit, because there was like a stigma around it. And obviously I feel like a lot of people believe that weights will just make you bulky, even though that's like not likely, and it's really hard to get big as a woman. But I would stay away from upper body exercises, when now I feel like those upper body movements and those upper body focused days gave me the curves I've always desired.
Exactly. Like, if I always see like people wanting an hourglass figure. If you want an hourglass figure, you have to work up your upper body, because look at an hourglass. It's like big, skinny, big. Yeah. And that's what working up upper body does. It builds up your upper body.
Yeah, and it's feminine and it's cute.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
makes your waist look skinnier.
Yeah.
Tinier.
And I don't know why I never used to think that. And maybe it's my passion for fitness now that I see strong bodies as really beautiful. But no way, shape, or form does muscle make a woman look manly. You just look like a strong feminine woman. You look beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we mix those two concepts up, or at least I used to when I first started lifting. And if I could go back, I wish I didn't think of a strong woman as masculine, because we can't be. We're women, you know. Exactly. Like, we just look strong and feminine and curvy and powerful. Like, it's good. And now I love upper body days just as much as I love my lower body days, if not more.
Yeah, right. It's just like being able to pull something, or like, I don't know, it just makes me, it's so empowering, you know what I mean?
A strong back is so sexy.
So sexy. Like, this back muscles just popping out.
Oh, it is so attractive on a woman. It is beautiful.
Literally. Yeah. It's so admirable. I'm like, yeah, bitch, like, you put that work in.
Yeah,
you know?
I think that's what makes me the happiest about a strong physique on myself or other women when I see it. It's that you know that that's not attainable. You couldn't hand me down that body.
Bless you.
Thank you. You know what I mean? So, like, to see that means to, like, see you years of work, months of work, dedication. So you see that, it's like, damn, like, good shit.
Literally. And you know what? Like, this is kind of off topic, but people who have really nice physiques always have, like, people always respect them, you know? Even though, like, it's like a subconscious, like, respect towards people with, like, really nice physiques. They're treated a certain way in public. And that's because, like, people know that that person put in work. Like, that's a physique. That's the dedication that money can't buy. Like, it's not handed to you. It's like you earned it.
100%.
And it's so, like, admirable, you know? Like, when I didn't have a muscular physique and, like, had no, like, ounce of, like, muscle on my body, I admired so much anyone who like, had that, like, fit body. Because I'm like, damn, they put in that work. Like, they're disciplined. Like, they have my respect, you know?
Yeah, I feel that 100%. 100%. Yeah. I would always admire people who had really, like, fit physiques. And it is a subconscious level. I feel like now I see it and I'm like, damn, especially because I know how much work that takes, it's even more admiration. But back then it's like, I didn't relate to the work that it took. Like, I didn't fully understand it, but subconsciously I got it. Like, I saw that physique and I was like, I know that's not easy. Like, I didn't understand to what level, but even subconsciously I knew this person was working their ass off.
Literally. Yeah. Literally. And it's like, wow. Like, I respect you, man.
Yeah, like, kudos.
Yeah, kudos. Yeah. Literally. Another thing that I wish what was the topic? Like,
phases you skip.
Phases that I would recommend to skip. Yeah. Oh my god, one of them would be overdoing cardio.
Oh my, you know what I was about to say, by the way? So this is like a counter. Underdoing cardio. I feel like, but I've been through both.
Yeah.
I've been through both. So you go
Yeah.
first, and then but it's like perfect that I was just thinking that. It's crazy.
Literally, I think this was in the beginning of my fitness journey. Like, I was overdoing cardio so much because I was like, oh my god, like, cardio is what's gonna get me abs. It's gonna get me toned.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It wasn't. Like, weightlifting gets you toned and, like, will lead to, like, abs too long. But abs is, like, a complicated story, you know? It's, like, beta deficit, lower body fat percentage and all that. But yeah, I was like overdoing cardio to the max.
Yeah. It's like that same concept that I was saying earlier about how society tells women like eat less to look better, but society also tells women like stairmaster to look better, run to look better. Like cardio and dieting is like engraved in women, I think, you know, like even if you don't want it to be, that's all we ever knew to be fit. You eat less and you do a bunch of cardio on the treadmill, right?
Exactly,
So I went through that phase as well, and I highly recommend skipping it.
Exactly.
Yeah, like not worth it.
Yeah, like whenever you go to the gym, you're gonna see like the cardio section is full of women and the weightlifting section is full of men.
Right. Oh my god, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
That it's
You know what? Actually, I'm glad that like this is coming up because I was at the gym the other day and some guy came up to me and he's like, yeah, like he's just gone into fitness and stuff, and he's like, but I heard about Pilates and I heard it's so cool, but I feel weird going because it's so woman dominated. And I never thought of it that way.
wow, because we feel weird going to the weight room. Because
I'm
wait,
like,
that's crazy.
I never thought of it because I was like, damn, these men can do anything they want. But then again, if you think about it, like they feel weird going to Pilates or cycling or yoga.
Wait, that's so interesting.
Because it's so female dominated that they like feel scared, like how we feel scared going to the weightlifting.
Wait, that's sort of wholesome.
Yeah,
that they're like just like us to some degree. Yeah.
And I'm like, man, if only we all just like viewed it equally and just like did it.
Yeah, if only there wasn't like these weird like
stigmas.
Yes, like so weird. You know, like he's not manly if he's doing yoga. She's not feminine if she's lifting weights. Like it's so bizarre. But that's such an interesting perspective because I would have never like grasp that.
Yeah, right. I was like, oh my god, I didn't know that. Like, thank you for telling me. And now I'm like, oh my god, like that's so true. That's so true. Like how oftentimes you go to a Pilates class and see a man there? Never.
Yeah,
it's always a woman.
How do you go to yoga and see a man there? I mean, I'm once or twice, but like it's just like the weight room. It's just like the weight room.
Literally, that's intimidating for them too. You know?
Yeah. Aw, that's sort of sweet.
Yeah, so that made me feel for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, like take up space. If you're a man or a woman, take up space. Like try things out. Like it's not weird, you know? Maybe you're gonna motivate others around you, inspire others around you to do the same, you know?
Yeah, I feel that 100%. Like it's just like in a weight room with full of men, the other woman makes you feel more comfortable, right? So like if you just throw yourself in there, you make a little bit of a ripple effect, like for the next man or woman who walks into that room to be like, oh, I'm not alone.
Exactly. I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. To move on to that, like elaborate on her cardio thing, I feel like I was there as well. I overdid the cardio, and I feel like what follows that, by the way, the realization that you shouldn't be overdoing cardio because it's not really beneficial to you. And like, I mean, of course it's beneficial, but I mean like it's not going to give you that toned fit look if you're looking for that. I think what immediately follows that, at least what did for me, was like neglecting cardio. I was like, oh, I don't need that, which is like, I guess you don't need it, right? I can just weightlift 24/7. But I think we forget how valuable our heart health is. So yes, you can weightlift also like in a cardio-esque way. Like if you do a lot of high reps, like high intensity workouts with weights, it's gonna feel like cardio, which is true. But if you're just like straight weightlifting, especially if you're like just straight powerlifting, your heart is not getting the training that it needs to get. For example, like what really keeps me on my cardio grind, one is like runner's high is real. Like a walk's high is so real. Like I love weightlifting. I love what it does to me emotionally. But I swear that like that happiness that flows through you by just taking a walk somewhere scenic, by taking a run and afterwards how you feel, that high is a little bit different. And it's really like addictive. And it's really like, what's the word? It's really uplifting the way that it'll make you feel to move your body like that, like to sweat, to get your heart rate up. But one thing that really reminds me how valuable cardio is like, I don't know about anyone else who's listening, but I have like older parents, I have older aunts and uncles, and they will suffer some kind of like sometimes health conditions that I know that like a 30-minute walk every day could have saved them from that. 30-minute 15-minute walk every day is so good for your heart that you could literally prevent like being immobile, prevent heart problems if you just do your cardio. So like just thinking of that makes me realize that I'm so lucky to be able to do cardio. Like I have had family members who like can't walk for long distances of time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's bad for their heart. So I'm like, I need to move my heart all day, every day, so that my heart never gets out of that rhythm, you know? Like that's the only thing keeping you alive, by the way. Your heart stops, you stop. So it's like you gotta challenge it. It's just like every other muscle in your body. And yes, of course, like with the goals that we have for like gaining muscle, etc., you can do cardio minimally, but I like a 30-minute walk, a 15-minute walk does not affect your gains. Literally. I'm willing to even say a 30-minute walk does not affect your gains, even if you did it every single day. But like, for example, for me, I'll do cardio twice a week. One I'll do the sprints, one I'll do long distance, but I walk often now. Like I will start a lot of my weightlifting sessions. Sometimes like I'll get on the treadmill, I'm like, I'm gonna walk for 5 minutes, but I'll end up walking for 15 minutes. Sometimes I do a little morning walk for 15 minutes. Like incorporate movement for your heart.
The most important muscle in your body too.
Like, right. Yeah. And we get so caught up in like bigger biceps, bigger shoulders, bigger back. It's like, what about a healthier heart? Like literally. It's so essential. So essential.
Also, we live in a society in which like we're so overstimulated and our body is so understimulated, you know? Like our bodies weren't meant to be sitting on a chair and not moving for 8 to 12 hours a day, you know? Our bodies are made to be moving 24/7. And that's why like a lot of people have like lower back pain or like issues and all these other things. And like on top of that, we have the highest rate of depression in history. And
oh my goodness.
Because we're not moving our bodies. Like movement is good for you. Movement's good for your health, your mental health, all of these, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I feel happier when I'm consistently moving. Like, of course, the gym heals me, like, in other ways. Like, you ever, like, have, like, a bad day, you go to the gym and you just, like, feel better. So weightlifting has always been that source of, like, therapy for me. But cardio does it in a different way, though. Like, I really think that movement, like, that kind of, like, sweat, that kind of fast heartbeat, like, it's healing, like you're saying, like mentally, like it could cure, like I'm not saying it could cure depression, but it could cure moments of sadness, moments of not being motivated. Just take a walk.
Yeah.
We've talked about this in another episode before too. Remember when we were talking about when we're in slumps, what we do? Like we've always been on the same page with that. At least I totally think it's like a little life hack.
100%. Yeah. I think proper shoes really matters when you work out.
Oh, I used to lift in running shoes.
Yeah, me too. You know what? Like, it's something that all of us have gone through, but you could prevent injuries and, like, just, like, you could, like, not prevent better lifts, prevent bad lifts by, like, wearing proper shoes. Like, flat shoes for leg day is a must. Like, oftentimes, like, because I go to a private gym, like, I go, like shoeless.
Yeah, tons of people do.
Yeah, literally. Like, it's just so much better. Like, you literally feel it so much better in your muscles.
Yeah, your toes, like, just grab the
floor.
I haven't done it, but I just think it, like, I've always said that to people who would be, like, without shoes. I'm just like, I feel like that's the best way to do it, though. It's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
There's shoes that, like, mold around your foot, by the way.
Oh, like the toe ones?
Yeah. And I heard they're really good for your feet, and then initially that they'll hurt your feet because you'll be, like, walking on the ground. It's, like, a weird movement. Like, your foot hasn't, ran like that before, of course, because we always wear shoes. Yeah. But eventually, like, it's better and it works and it doesn't hurt as much.
Have you heard about toe spacers?
Wait, it's like you go to sleep with things between your... Yeah, I have heard them. Because it's good for your toes to be like this. Yeah, I've heard.
I wonder what benefits it has.
You should trial it and let me know.
Is it just balance? Like, does it help you be more balanced?
I'm not sure. I've heard of it, but I haven't, didn't look into it. But I've heard of it. I see.
I want to try it. I'm curious. Yeah. Also, like, running shoes is a huge, like, factor. Like, I think one of the factors in maybe my low back spine injury was, like, I lacked the proper running shoes. I used to wear, like, kind of like flat ones, like
Oh,
not
interesting.
cushiony. And like my doctor was like, no, you need to like wear like cushion like when you run. So I got a pair of Hokas, and like it makes a difference.
Wait, wow! I didn't even think of the fact that like maybe like what you experienced with your back could have came from things.
Yeah, because if you think it's like your
Impact,
spine's-
yeah,
it's like
100%.
boom, boom, boom. And then when you were cushioning, and then something she said that will never like leave my head. It's like that cushion kind of like replaces like the cushion in your disc. Do you know?
Wait, say it again. Sorry.
So like I don't know if I'm like, explaining it properly, but like
The cushion on the shoe.
yeah, because you know how like our spine has these discs and
Yeah.
it's like cushiony.
Uh-huh.
So like when you wear cushion shoes, like that kind of acts like a cushion for your spine.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Wow.
Yeah.
So you
cushion
buy
shoes-
Hokas?
Hoka. Oh my god, they're the best running shoes.
Wow, I've
the
never.
best.
Oh wait, you told me about this not too
Yeah.
long ago. Well, a little
Get
bit
a
ago,
pair.
but I definitely should.
Yeah.
I don't have comfy running shoes. I'll be honest, but now I'm like a little bit scared. Yeah, I'll Hokas. I'm gonna look at them.
Yeah, you have to get it. It's
Mm-hmm.
literally like it's like you're walking on clouds.
Okay, I
I'm
love
not even kidding.
Skechers. I'm like Skechers. I know it's not popular, and Skechers are like Skechers, but Skechers are so
Good.
comfortable. I have another one for a phase I recommend skipping. I don't know if like you've experienced this, but this is something that this is a recent realization. I used to skip. I used to think I'm like this type of person who like I like to challenge myself, right? So when my grip would fail, I would see it as a challenge to improve my grip rather than buying straps. I would say I don't want to buy straps. Like I want this part of me to fix. Okay, hear me out. You like, for example, when you are training your back, you are training your legs. You don't want to train your grip. It's inefficient. Your grip and your forearm strength is so far back from your glute, like your leg strength, your back strength, that yeah, I guess I understand that concept. I used to think it was like cheating, but it's not cheating. Because when I'm training my legs, it's like when I think of it this way, like when I leg press, do I want to be working out my forearms? No. So when you deadlift, why do you want to be working out your forearms? When I do like, what's it called? Bicep curls, do I want to be working out? I guess maybe like your forearms, but it's like, if I'm doing rows, there is no reason that my forearm should slow me down from doing an extra 40 to 50 pounds because I want to train my grip. Like I get that, and also that could be a goal of yours. But on the days that you can train your grip as well, but on the days that you train your back, your legs, and things where your grip is restricting you from fully exercising close to failure for those muscle groups, just grab straps.
Yeah.
Like I took me so long to fold. I thought it was cheating, whatever that means. Like I thought that I should have trained my grip, but now I'm like, that concept is so bizarre. Like I don't want to be hitting my forearms. If I want to, I'll give that a separate day. But on legs, I should be training just legs. Like on the days that you train chest and tri, are you also hitting glutes? No. You know, like, so it's like, why am I squeezing forearms into everything just because? Like,
Yeah.
And I started using grips. I also lost them recently, but they're so easy to lose. They're like literally like, and I toss them. You know when you're in the gym, you toss your phone around, like.
Yeah.
So I lost my straps, but I wish I skipped that phase, because also I went through a time where like I was training my grip so much to build that strength that I started to connect, like get this crazy mind to muscle connection in my forearms.
I remember.
Dude, yeah, because I would train it like every day. Like after my lifts were done, I would end with dead hangs, end with dead hold, like what is it, like dead man holds or whatever, farmer's walk. And my forearm, like my mind to muscle connection, my forearm was so absurd. Like I could do anything. Like I would pick up the barbell to start deadlifting, like on my first working set, so like super light, and I would feel it entirely in my forearms. Like my forearms were getting the most connection. Like, and anytime I picked up weights, I was like, I gotta cut it out. Like that's not what I want.
Yeah.
Like I don't want forearms, crazy forearms. Like yeah, I think they look nice, but that's not the goal here. And I ended up making that the goal because I was so stubborn. So
That
yeah,
makes sense.
I recommend skipping that. Just buy the
Yeah.
straps, and you can train forearms on like a forearm day on like Sunday.
Exactly. Literally. The thing is, like, that's so true, because like when I'm doing RDLs or anything, like my grip gives out before my glutes do. And I'm like, I could have still gone, but I physically can't hold this weight any longer.
Yeah, it's not like it's like when you do hip thrusts, like your cheeks are like stop.
Yeah.
But when you do RDLs, it's not your hamstrings, it's not your legs that are asking you to stop. That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
like your legs could handle more, so you're not going hard enough.
You're not like pushing to failure.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So get those grips if you're hesitant.
Yeah,
Listen to our period.
trust me.
Yeah. Oh, probably one thing would be not speaking to anyone when you go to the gym. Like, I feel like, well, it's intimidating when you're new to the gym and you're in the beginning of your fitness journey that you, like, put your headphones in and you just go straight. But honestly, like, the gym is such a beautiful place where you could learn so much. So, like, yeah, it doesn't hurt to say hi to someone that you see consistently. And maybe you could learn something new and make a friend, and makes it less intimidating. So that's a phase that I would recommend skipping. Just, like, going beast mode and not speaking to a soul in sight.
Yeah, I agree. And also, like, connecting with the community around you makes that community, like, more motivating. Like, you're going to want to be in there more. Like, it's going to improve your experience by talking to people around you.
Exactly. It's like a little family. Okay, guys, that's a wrap for Muscle Mommies. We're glad that you're here and you listened with us and you spent time with us. We truly do appreciate you. If this episode was helpful to you, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're listening on YouTube. And if you're listening on Spotify, please leave us a review, which will help this podcast be pushed to as many people as it possibly can.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you want to post an Instagram story about this episode and tag us, like, we love to read those. Send us a DM. We love to read those. Every feedback that you guys give us about these episodes is, like, greatly appreciated. We love you guys.
Yes. It could be negative. It could be positive. It could be neutral. We love and appreciate every single one. Thank you so much. And we'll speak to you guys soon.
Bye.